My lords, it's a pleasure to follow the noble lady, Lady Hennick, and to hear her very cogent, reasoned arguments, but also her questions. And I do hope the noble Lord the Minister will answer her questions, particularly about the issue of trade with China. And of course, I am supporting Amendments 7 and 44 in the name of the noble lady McIntosh. And it is obvious immediately from the way that she laid things out at the very beginning, that the government has done a little, but just not enough. So it is a pleasure for me to speak in this group and have a tiny, tiny part in the government's compromise amendments. But although that's welcome, it just doesn't do the job. And why doesn't it guarantee the Commission its independence? And the weakness is exposed when compared with the non-government amendments in this group. So while I'd like to call a win, I don't think we really have a win here. I'm worried that this welcome but small compromise will actually create nothing more than a talking shop, which can be simply ignored by the government. So the government has put the Trade and Agriculture Committee on a statutory footing with Amendments 49 and 50, and given it a degree of permanency, and even seemed to have incorporated what we were pushing for about having its own staff and facilities. But then Government Amendment 36 just throws all that out. It just means that a Secretary of State can just ditch the whole thing with a statutory instrument. How is that sticking to a promise of any sort about making this a body that can actually properly do the job? And so I do hope that the noble Lord the Minister will actually think again before third reading, so that we don't have to compromise endlessly with something that actually is too feeble and too inconsequential to do the job.